Yo, what's going on, bro?
What up? What up? What up? We back.
We're back.
We're back at it. That's what I posted. That's what I shared. I shared that we were back at it. Labor Day vibes. That's the vibe I got.
We're laboring over Labor Day.
3-day weekend vibes.
Which is your favorite kind of weekend.
It is. It is. I've advocated for the 3-4 day weekend. Anytime I get a 3-day weekend, it just feels like the world is in alignment. Kanye Shark.
I think this furthers my desire to have my 3-day weekend start on a Friday. I don't know, because I enjoy it, right? It's Monday. Today doesn't feel like a Monday, but I also don't want tomorrow to feel like a Monday.
I don't mind. I don't mind a Tuesday feeling like a Monday.
Because it's still Tuesday?
Because it's still Tuesday. And it's like, suffice of what might happen here. Wednesday will still be Wednesday, and Thursday can do whatever, but Friday is Friday.
I mean, I like the fact that my Fridays come sooner. Like, I feel like my Fridays come faster.
Right.
I don't have to work on Monday.
It's so exciting. It's like,
I still don't know whether or not I like my 3-day weekend to begin on Friday or to end on a Monday. I don't know which one I like better. I think my preference would be that I could just have Friday and Monday and then have 4-day weekends and then work 3 days. Like, I feel like we have this work thing backwards. I feel like we should work.
Like, see, and the problem is, if they left it up to me, then I think what I would probably end up doing is something like give me Friday off this week and Monday off the next week so I could create a 4-day weekend every weekend. Possibly.
Yeah, I think I just would want, I think we have this work thing off, and I think we should only work for 3 days.
Yeah.
We should work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then have Friday, Monday off.
I think kids should go to school like 5 days a week. I think I should only have to work like 3.
So you only want to be you're saying, hey, I only want a full-time parent 2 days a week.
No. Like you're still like I think you're always full-time parent.
Yeah, like when my kids are at school, bro, I ain't even thinking about them jokers.
No, I get that, right? I'm saying they need the educational structure of a 5-day week so that they would take honor in the 3-day, 4-day weekend swing later on.
I I think if I lived in a warm weather place where I got 90 degrees year round, I don't think I'd care
I can
about
see
what my kids were doing, because then we would be in the water, beach, pool, it doesn't matter. If
right.
we're living like we do now in Georgia, yes, they can go to school 5 days, because I don't necessarily have things to do with them on the days where they're just home. It's easier for me to manage 2 days than it is for me to manage like more than 2.
I just love it. I just love the space of just having an extra day. An extra 24 hours is like such a bonus day. It feels good.
I'm probably more tired today than I normally would. But because I just think that that's just tied to a long weekend, right? I went to Athens on Saturday for the football game.
That's right.
That was a night game. I hate night football games. And then, Sunday, Monday, pool days with the kids. So, like, I'm tired. I ain't gonna hold you.
Can we talk about sports being back?
I'm excited.
It was amazing. It was amazing this past weekend.
Good weekend. All the way around. No matter who you are, if you're on the losing team, you're probably not happy with the weekend. But as a Georgia fan, I ain't really lost no football games in 3 years. Or 2. I don't think I lost a football game in 2 years.
I think if your name rhymes with Louisiana State, you probably are in your feelings.
You're in your feelings. You're in your feelings.
If your name rhymes with Maxis Christian State,
we can just go there. Like, if you're TCU, what's the issue?
That was crazy.
I would much rather be LSU today than TCU.
Would you?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
I'd rather be TCU. I think this is actually a good loss for TCU.
Nah.
Why?
Well, see, because when you think about, for me, if I'm TCU or I'm the football team, if I'm their fans,
okay,
I have in my 2 previous games, they done caught hella L's.
Right.
Like, they lost to Georgia. Was it 60-7? And then they just lost to Colorado 45-42. So in the past 2 games, you've seen 2 teams put up 100 points.
Well, I mean, if you going by that logic, if you go back to the third, what was that? What are they? The Big 10? They're not the Big 10, are they?
I think they're Big 12. Big 12.
Big 12.
Whatever. There's nobody in their conference.
But anyway, they were in the conference championships and they lost that game. So, I mean, it's 3 straight losses, but I would make this qualifier is that they had a dream run last year.
Mm-hmm.
And if anything had happened, it would have been like, oh, the anticipation is up here for a great season.
Mm-hmm.
They lost like the heart of their team this year. Like, the quarterback was the guy making it happen for them.
And he just got cut. He got cut. What makes it, if you really a TCU fan, you really in your feelings, because they cut I forgot who he got drafted by, but he got cut on Friday.
Dang, that sucks. But what I'm saying is the Colorado loss is spectacular enough that it's like, whoa, no one saw this coming. And we were the sacrificial lamb for all this. And 2, there's probably no way. I don't know a pathway for them to get back into the playoffs. And that's gonna take off so much pressure for them to just have a good season, is what I mean.
Yes, I agree. They ain't going to the playoffs.
They had a dream run. That's amazing.
Dream run last year.
But let's be honest, they didn't have the structure of a program that was going to compete with
No,
Alabama and Georgia
no,
every year.
no.
And this takes a ton of pressure off of the program to produce, because now you can, and you got it away in first week. You can have, if you don't lose any other games, you can have a solid path probably back to the Big 12 championships.
I got to look at their schedule so I can count their losses, because
this one is going to suck. But isn't Colorado part of the Pac? Or did
they are currently part of the Pac-12. So if you're comparing
conference game anyway,
so was LSU. So LSU's was a non-conference.
LSU is a different deal. LSU is different because SEC, and that pretty much y'all done.
They could. So that's the big difference, right? Like, however unlikely. So LSU can run the table and still make the playoff. Like if they ran the table, if they beat Bama and then went to play for the SEC championship game and then beat whoever comes out of the East, they would make the playoff.
Wait a minute. A couple of things just were said that were kind of earth-shattering. I felt like I just went through an earthquake, because you said LSU still has a path to the championship
100%.
By beating Alabama.
They beat them last year.
Getting to the SEC championship and beating whoever comes out of the East. Mm-hmm. That almost sounds like you're not sure that Georgia is going to be in the SEC championship.
I am willing to say that
and win against LSU. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
It's a different team.
Okay.
This team has all the tools necessary to win.
Okay.
But what we're also, so a team hasn't three-peated a national championship since the 30s.
Mm-hmm.
So there's also a side of me that's just living in some level of reality that says we're a good team, probably not a great team.
Right. Okay.
It takes a lot of effort and a lot of luck for a team to not only make the playoffs and then go on and win. And so do I think Georgia has the tools necessary to make the playoffs? Hell yeah. There's a lot of stuff that's still got to go right. We got to stay healthy. And so do I think we can do it? Yes. If we don't do it, will I be surprised? No.
Okay.
So, yeah. So LSU, to the other point, has a clearer path to go to the playoffs than TCU. Like TCU can win every game from here on out and still ain't going.
Yeah, I was just looking at their schedule. They don't really have a strong path unless things play out very strongly for everyone else.
They need everyone else to die in front of them for them to make it. Now,
they need everyone else to win and then them to beat every single other person else.
And then they need some teams in other conferences to die as well, right? Like you probably need 2 SEC teams to lose 2 games so that only one SEC team goes to the national championship playoff. And then you probably need
chaos to happen.
Yeah. TCU's playing for chaos. Whereas LSU, they just need to win, right? And so to me, that's a much easier position to be in, knowing that all I have to do is win and I'm in, versus TCU needing like earth-shattering. Bane has to come into a stadium, drop a hole in the middle of the stadium.
Well, here's the thing that I would say about LSU, though. LSU lost to Florida State. If Florida State doesn't run the table against Miami, North Carolina, Clemson, and Florida, it's going to sink LSU, because it's going to be like you lost to a not great Florida State.
I think they're going to see. So that's the thing. I think college football is special and idiotic and all in the same breath, that the earlier you lose, the better.
The more forgiving the schedule.
Yeah, the more forgiving. Like if LSU runs the table and they go 12-1. They win, so 12-1 assumes they win national champion, SEC champion. No one cares about the one loss. Like FSU could lose every game from here and the rest of the schedule, and they're gonna go, well, shit. LSU beat Bama, Auburn, Ole Miss, the SEC East team, and whoever else they play. Yeah, they'll go.
We'll see. It's going to be a good year. This year,
actually, number one team. Like, and that's the crazy part is if you're the SEC champ, you're damn near guaranteed to be the number one seed.
If you, so this year, LSU, I was just looking at their schedule. They are actually playing Georgia State on November 18th. That should be, I'm not going to say it's going to be a great game. Like, we're going to go in there and give it to them. But it's a good game. It's a good game for both programs. It's a good game for Georgia State's program.
Georgia State their goal should be to score.
You actually might be surprised. I think there was a time not too long ago where they actually beat LSU in a bowl game, actually. But maybe I could be misremembering things.
I know you beat Florida. No, that was Georgia Southern that beat Florida.
I mean, don't sleep on the Sun Belt teams, but
I mean, on the Sun Belt teams. I'm just saying, just go into it and just be happy to get the players healthy and score.
Well, the only thing I would say is for LSU, the trajectory into the Georgia State game is Alabama, then Florida, then Georgia State. So they might be kind of banged up by that point.
LSU, I think this is probably more. I think. So I hate. So this gets into the probably part of the conversation today. The issue that I have a love-hate relationship with college football. I love college football, but I also hate it because everybody exists in these. Every statement has to be 10 toes down and declarative, right? Like everything. Oh my gosh. Like, it's never like nothing in college football ever exists with some level of if then or maybe these things can happen. It always exists in everything has to be 10 toes down. This team is the best team ever to play football, or if a prognosticator makes a mistake, it's like we don't even go back and say, oh yeah, okay, I was wrong in this situation. Everybody just stands 10 toes down in every statement they make. And it's like, it's okay to be flawed and it's okay to be wrong, right? Just be wrong.
Let's just see. It's going to be a good season. I'm excited that football's back. Going back to the Colorado TCU game.
Yep.
I think the title of the show perfectly fits. If you did not watch what happened, that game was night and day a different Colorado team.
100%.
Sustain that. There's a number of things that I didn't even understand coming out of the game, right? Mm-hmm. That I can't say old boy's name, but Deion's son,
Sherrod
Sanders.
I think it's Sherrod. I'm wrong. He has two kids, both play for Colorado. Anyway, continue.
I think it's Sherrod or Shernod or some Sanders set a single game passing record. And it was his first game, right? Mm-hmm. The running back apparently took 101 snaps in one game, right? It was like, and then I didn't realize, oh boy, that was playing running back also played cornerback.
No. You're talking about what he played wide receiver. What's his name?
Yes, receiver. I'm sorry.
He plays, but he plays both ways. Both ways.
Like, dude, you crazy? Y'all tripping?
No, he's insanely. He was actually committed to Florida State when he decommitted and went to Jackson State, and there were a couple of times where he was visiting Athens while he was committed. So everyone knew essentially he was going to flip. Travis, thank you. He was going to flip. I think the general consensus was that he was going to leave Florida State and go to Georgia. And so I think it was a shock, obviously, when he went to Jackson State. But Travis is a baller, right? Like everyone, and he's from Gwinnett, Collins Hill. And so he's a monster. He went to Collins Hill. I mean, he's a monster, right? Like,
that's crazy.
I loved it, right? I love football. I also loved it because, again, going 10 toes down, everybody in the media picked Colorado State to win one game. Because Colorado, excuse me. They picked Colorado to win one game this year, which would be an improvement because I think they didn't win any of them last year.
They won one. They won one last year.
So I think that they didn't pick them to go more than like 3. I think most people picked them to win like 3 games.
Right.
This one of them. I think the game next week and then the one after that, I think, are the 2 that they probably picked them to win. I think they play Colorado State, and I think they play Nebraska, and Nebraska's trash. So, yeah, I loved it, every minute of it. Again, because everybody wants to go 10 toes down, everybody's like, oh, Colorado is back. And I'm like,
I don't know about that.
Slow down.
Let's slow down that talk. I mean, they got, like you said, they have Nebraska, Colorado State coming up next.
2 dubs.
Oregon.
That's a loss.
Or they got USC, Arizona State, Stanford, UCLA.
Loss.
And then they have Oregon State, Arizona, and a
loss. Win. I can give you the wins losses. Like if I can give you their win losses, they're gonna lose to Oregon. They're gonna lose to Oregon. Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about it. I'm not a big Pac-12 person. Honestly, after this season, I don't know anybody as a Pac-12 person.
No, Pac-12 has 4 teams left in it.
Pac-12, I think, has 2 teams left in it after this year. Everybody's gone.
Hold on.
They only have Oklahoma.
Yeah, right. I think they're 2 teams. You're right. Because Stanford and Cal, I think, left and are going to the ACC.
Yeah,
the Atlantic Coast Conference. Make that make sense. So anyway, sorry, I went on a rant there. So yes,
All Coast Conference. That's what that means.
That's exactly what they need to change it to. Is Colorado better than last year? Hell yeah. Are they going like everybody's like Colorado's back and Deion is God's gifts to football? Shut up.
I don't know about that.
Colorado's good. Deion's a good coach. Boom. We don't have to add any more qualifiers.
Yeah.
Because I think what people want to do is add those qualifiers. This way, if you don't succeed, then they can come back and tear you down. So like we can go, Deion's a great coach. And then if he's not successful, it's, oh my gosh, he sucks. Just say he's a good coach. Like he has transformed Colorado. Colorado is now going to rise to a level of.
This is what you brought him in to do. This is what you hired him to do, was to inject some energy into the program and flip it, give it a new balance, and then go for it. With Deion
doing Colorado for 3 years.
He's doing interviews where he's like, "Do you believe?" And the guy, did you see
this? Yeah. I saw that. I love that interview, by the way.
Do I believe what? He was like, I saw what you said, but do you believe?
Mm-hmm.
I believe what? Then you don't believe, right?
That was driven by, I think, because that's probably one of those school reporters. Georgia has them too. And these dudes are probably some of the most negative sports writers you can write. Yeah. The school people who write for your school are typically one of the ones that, and so, yeah, I think it's very easy for people to not believe in what Deion was selling. And so, do you believe? I hope you believe now, because he went out and beat a decent team. And I think we should celebrate that. But we also should, like in everything, there's no need for us. This is my phrase for the day. We don't need to go 10 toes down making these big, bold, outlandish statements. Colorado ain't making the playoffs at all, right? Like that's not something that they can do from the position that they currently sit in. And so is that school, did Deion do a great job? Hell yeah. Did Sherrod and Travis Hunter ball the hell out? Hell, like they both made money and they both improved their draft stock, and the running back improved their draft stock this year.
Oh
And
yeah.
to me, that's what I took away from that game was the draft stock of all of those players that followed him from Jackson State just went not except Travis Hunter. Travis was going top 10. He could have stayed at Jackson State. He could have came and played for the DeKalb School of the Arts, and he was going to go top 10 regardless. But a lot of those other players, they made themselves an ass ton of money Saturday, and they will continue to do well, and they'll get drafted pretty high in the draft, and that's why they came.
Can I go 10 toes down on something else though with sports?
Yeah, you can go. I just went 10 toes down about Colorado not making the playoffs. So yes, we can go 10
toes down. 10 toes down. If you are not watching American track and field, you are missing out on the moment.
Yeah.
That is pre-Paris, because Paris, it is going down.
Because boy won the other day. What's his name? What was that?
Noah Weil.
Noah Weil. Yep.
In the 100 and 200.
Yep.
Then the relay. But the person I want to go 10 toes down on is Sha'Carri Richardson.
Come on, girl.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Whoa. Right?
Yeah.
So I got to give her props because one, she fought back to track, and we try to celebrate when people fight through adversity and do their thing. But I just got to say, the relay, the 4x1 relay, Sha'Carri Richardson is running the anchor leg, right? If I find the video, I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it up with y'all. But she's running the anchor leg. The thing that's amazing about this anchor leg is because it's world championships, they are clocking every 10 minutes and doing split times, right? At some point, Sha'Carri Richardson in this 100-meter run, her top end speed, I think it's like 60 to 70 meters in, she hits 25 miles per hour.
Yeah, girl.
She clocks a 100-meter split at 9.65, which is the world record top end speed ever.
I'm here for it.
Year ever.
I'm here for it.
That down, right?
Hey, bro, let me tell you something. I'm here for it. It's we talked about this a little bit last week with all that she went through, and how folks crucified her whenever it was a couple years back. I'm here for her doing well. I'm here for the men's track team doing well because we done lost to and we still might lose to Jamaica and but it just seemed like from my perspective, especially on the men's side, we ain't really been competing like we used to.
The men's side's got a dream team of 4x1 runners.
It's about time.
It's some killers on that team. That said, I think you're exactly right. They haven't been able to get it together.
Right.
The going thought that was, if Noah Weil gets his mind together and can figure out this race, it'll be game over. And he did his thing. He three-peated at nationals and that at world championships, which is amazing. But again, excellence is not on the men's. You got to come over to the women's team.
Yep.
Say Sha'Carri Richardson fends off 2 Jamaican runners, right? On the 100 and wins world. Then on that relay, it just was excellence. It was.
And what we're not talking about, if you're talking about men's sports, I mean, the USA men's basketball team done messed around and lost to Lithuania in basketball.
I can't even do it. I can't even do it.
Basketball.
What's going on? What's happening with y'all?
Man.
Soccer, we ain't the same as we were with soccer. Basketball, we gonna mess around. And I think if you don't get an automatic qualifier out of FIBA, then you got to play through for the Olympics. And it's, dude, you don't want these types.
I think we're at the spot again where we're missing that national level leadership in the game of basketball, right? I mean, we went through it
Yeah.
when the dream team with that first iteration, when Jordan them stopped playing, and then all of a sudden we had some scrub teams go off and play ball. And then it wasn't until we reformed the dream team with LeBron and D Wade and them that we started winning again. And so now I'm like, yo, like, all right, so who and maybe some of this is me because I don't necessarily watch enough basketball anymore, but who is forming, who leads basketball enough that we can put a team on their back and say, let's go form the next best, the next great thing, and as far as it relates to a basketball team.
Yeah, you bring this up, and I'm not actually sure I can name all the players on the men's basketball.
I mean, when you think about everybody who's hot right now, like, I mean, obviously LeBron's still hot, but I mean, Steph Curry, all right, he not that he's old, but it don't seem like that's his zhuzh no more. It's to lead NBA, a national team. So like, who's your NBA spokesperson? Who's your LeBron, D Wade? Those, because the thing was like LeBron, D Wade, Melo.
They don't have any veterans really on there.
It's all young cats, man.
Yeah, Austin Reeves, Bobby Portis, Brandon Ingram, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Edwards.
Only person on that team that's anybody probably scared of is Anthony Edwards. Like from a pure I can take over a basketball game standpoint.
And he's 22. Brandon Ingram, I think, is the oldest. Him and Bobby Portis are 28.
I'm assuming Ja ain't playing on this team.
Who?
Ja Morant.
Nah.
Yeah, he can't go shoot places up no more.
Yeah. He's sitting all the way down somewhere.
Yeah, he's sitting laying low.
So yeah. I mean, I think you can make the case that this is a very young team. It's a team still working it out, and we'll see what happens. But they're gonna have around and find out.
Yep.
We don't have time for this, right?
Yeah. No.
We're all the vets. We're the vets. We gotta get the vets in here.
Don't think they won't play. I mean, because I think it goes back to, the vets have been vets so long, they done dominated the league for so long. Now they old,
right?
Like, I mean, like I won't say old. They're old in sports terms,
right? They got a lot of wear and tear.
Yeah.
I mean, LeBron is about 10 years senior, the oldest player on this team.
And he's probably been playing he's been playing year-long basketball since he got into the league.
Right. So it's like, yeah, if we don't make it, we don't make it, I
mean, I think we'll make it to the world. I mean, whatever, we'll make it to the Olympics. We may not bring home the gold this year, but next time around.
But I mean, also, it's getting harder out there.
Right. I mean, you're right. I think some of it's driven by more people out here competing. Right. Basketball's an easy sport to pick up.
Yeah, I think they only have one more game left. Italy.
They lost to Lithuania. They might lose to Italy. Italy got a better basketball team than Lithuania did.
Italy was close. I mean, Lithuania was close, 104-110.
Sure. Right? It's Lithuania.
I know. That's probably they slept up. They messed up. You know what I mean?
Yep. No, I mean, I'm surprised you didn't bring up your girl Coco, because she out here balling in tennis.
I want to follow tennis very closely, and I just can't. It's like I'm just gonna be honest with you. I can't keep up with the scoring. It's like out of nowhere. It's 15-30, love 30, 30 love.
I think 30, love is
30 love match.
I think love is 0. So love is 0, 15 is 1, 30 is 2, 45 is 3.
See, I don't be knowing these things.
But Coco out here balling. Keisha's right. Coco was balling this weekend. She been balling. So I think tennis from a female on the female side, not the male side. I think America has a bright star in Coco, who should be leading, the way and being if she's not a household name worldwide, I think she will be a household name worldwide really soon.
Hey, power to her, man.
Yep.
I want representation matters. I want it to continue to matter. I love it. I just can't follow the scores. If someone were to come on and break it down for me, I'd go with you. I'd rock with you, but I just can't follow the scores. I'm
So
like,
that brings up for me, like, I don't
what?
know if you've ever seen it, or you've seen it. So my neighborhood, man, they have the net that they roll out on the tennis courts to make the court smaller so that people could play pickleball.
Oh,
So,
so I'm gonna be honest with you. I've heard people talk about pickleball for like the past year,
yep,
2 years, right? At first, it was whispered. It was like pickleball, and I was like, okay.
yep.
And
It's
then, like
all by storm now.
6 months later, it was like, oh, I'm gonna go to a pickleball league, and I was like, all right, so yeah, can you go on and make sure that you send the emails whenever, whatever that was. Now it's like reached some epic level of like everyone's playing pickleball. There's
Not
pickleball
everyone.
there's pickleball this, pickleball this. And you know what I'm saying? I haven't even, this is how low it has been on my brain. I've been meaning to Google pickleball just so I could be on the same page with what is pickleball?
It's table tennis meets court tennis.
That's what people keep saying. And I'm like, and I've seen the rackets and I'm like this. What's going on? I thought this is gonna be stupid. This is
Go ahead.
hella stupid. I thought what people were playing with was the little fly thing that it's like the little, I don't know what that thing is
You mean
called, but
badminton with the
uh,
birdie?
yeah, maybe it is badminton. I thought that was pickleball. I was like, oh, people are
So
like really into this pickleball thing.
I
So
always thought that pickleball was just a sport that like older people played because they couldn't wait. They wanted to play, like they maybe would play tennis at one time and just couldn't keep up with the sport because you're getting a little older. And so boom, here's pickleball, similar skill set, similar gameplay. Um, and you can still do that as an older person. No disrespect, excuse me. No disrespect for the older our seasoned followers here. But I
but
always thought that was pickleball. But now, like it's so many people in the neighborhood playing, like they be out there getting it in, and I'm like, y'all, it can't. Like when I watch them play, I'm like, this don't look that hard. Like I feel like with my level of athleticism, I should be able to get on the court without knowing many of the rules and at least get some points. Like I'm not going to be dominated in pickleball
bruh,
by
I
the
don't.
average neighborhood player.
I'm looking at these pictures now. Now that I can actually look at it, what it is, and I'm very confused because this is what I want to know. This is what I want to know. So, cornhole has a national championships sponsored by Johnsonville Sausages, right? Where these people get together. It's like a big event. They're giving out scholarships. They're giving out money. People get money playing cornhole.
Yep.
Now I'm seeing the sponsorship for pickleball, right? Where is the world sponsorship for spades?
All right, I think
When is
you will get
Foursquare?
one. All right, hold
When
on.
is
First,
Foursquare coming back? When is Foursquare coming back?
you got to rewind because if you can't decide on the appropriate gameplay for spades, are we playing Joker, Joker, Deuce, Deuce? Are you playing are you playing Joker's High?
Be a part of the league. It should all
No,
be a part of the
you
league.
got it. So the problem is we ain't never going we not gonna standardize spades enough.
Why they never standardize poker?
Nah, I think there is a standard. Isn't there a standard rule play for poker?
Texas Hold'em. There's
Oh, so you want different leagues now? You want a Joker?
I'm just saying, why can't? Where's the sponsorship for spades? Right?
Who gonna sponsor? We gonna get Crown Royal to sponsor our spades tournament?
Why gotta be Crown Royal? Why couldn't it be like Essence magazine? Why couldn't it be like BET? Like, where y'all at? Y'all don't want to sponsor nothing like that? You know what I'm saying?
You got no money.
All I'm saying is there's a huge opportunity out there to get into like Domino's. Where's the world sponsorship for Domino's?
I don't see dominoes. I wasn't never really good at, so we'll let that ride.
Okay, Uno. Where's the world championship Uno game going down at, right? Where
Uno keep telling black folk that they rules wrong.
and black folk don't care because they didn't change. And I think that's a testament to the culture that hits upon this idea. Why is it not recognized, right? Like, why is it, or is that the thing? Maybe we don't want it recognized and we don't want it to become like a league sponsored national thing. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of games out there that kind of, I saw tag turned into a national league where they was running around.
That tag tournament joint look real fire when it come on TV.
No, Hot 97 in New York used to have Summer Slap Fest where people would do a slap tournament to get tickets to Summer Jam, right? And that is a thing now where people come together and slap the shit out of each other, right?
Okay, since you brought up Uno, I was on Instagram the other day, and I saw that they have a deck called the All Wilds deck. Have you seen that?
No, it sounds chaos.
Hold on. I found it.
Anarchist.
I found it. Hold on. Let me show it to you. It's All Wilds. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let's see here. Like it looks like it's causing a fight.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what? What is happening here? What is this card what is this, a double skip?
I think it might be a double skip. I think that other one might be like a targeted draw 2. So maybe you can tell anybody to draw 2. The one I want to know is this one. This one right here. This joint.
Yeah,
right
what is that one? Oh, I think that's where you take your hand and you pass it to somebody else.
Fam.
What is this? Wait, what is this draw for?
No, isn't that just a regular draw 4?
Where's the green card?
Maybe it's covered up right here.
Nah, that don't look right. It looked like it don't have a green on there.
So I want to get a deck of them all wild.
Pause. Hard pause. Go up to the pictures. Why?
Because they know this is for us. We are single-handedly keeping Uno alive.
Why did y'all do that? Why?
Because we are single-handedly keeping Uno alive as a company.
This is ridiculous. But what I need better.
It look like they out camping.
Right. And they know damn well ain't nobody playing Uno out of no camp. And it looked like they got 2 decks of cards.
And they drinking out of who drinking out of glass while they camp. I'm sorry. I'm diving too deep into this.
This is disappointing.
That's what I'm saying. My wife they know who their target market is.
Wild Force Swap. That's what it is. Go over to the right there under the special action cards really change. There's a Wild Skip 2 card where players skip 2 other players instead of a traditional one. A Wild Force Swap card. This sounds like a Power Ranger. Where players change entire hands and more. What else would you change? This edition is as addictive as it is exhilarating and makes a great gift for players 7 years and older. Colors and decorations may vary.
I'm getting it for y'all. I'm gonna order it and send it to y'all.
Oh, see, this is one of those things. Don't forget when a player gets down to 1 card, they must yell Uno. There's Uno, then there's Uno out, good sir. You guys
You
are,
got to do Uno in, Uno out.
come on now. All I'm saying is this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is
But you know what though? If I
go to the reviews. Go to the reviews. I want to see the reviews.
hold on, but I guarantee you, if I got it and we gave it to your wife, she would be a beast.
No, Danielle, now she is on here and she is probably listening. She might not be paying as much attention, but I will tell you that Uno is a controversial card game in our house.
I know.
Depending on
That's the only reason I want to get it for you, because I know how much y'all gonna fight up. Y'all gonna fight
2 years, hell no.
I don't think I have this sorted either. Maybe, yeah. See, this is sorted by most helpful, not by.
Yeah, let's go by lowest to highest rating. What? This game is really, but my brother apparently ripped up the manual. Is there a replacement?
See, this ain't for us, because we ain't reading no instructions to play Uno.
You see that hand?
Yeah, oh yeah. I don't even need to see the hand. The minute I read my brother ripped up the manual, I knew it wasn't us, because I ain't ever read the instructions.
Go to least helpful reviews. I want to see the least helpful reviews. Somebody, 2 people rated it 1 star. I want to see
the lowest rating.
Not that wild about this game.
Well, they only play with 2 people.
This is a mom. This game sounded like fun. And maybe it would be with a larger group, but we played it with 2 players and it was super fast and not that fun.
Well, hell, Uno ain't fun with 2 people.
We actually added the cards to the standard deck, and that made it a bit more fun. I like that the cards were bound with paper instead of plastic. Cards seem sturdier than other decks. Recommend this product? No. Next one. Let's go down. We played 2 rounds and just couldn't take the boredom.
There's somebody from Atlanta.
There's no real concept to this all wild deck, even with the new action cards included. The only good thing was that we decided to take the new wild action cards and swap them with some skip, reverse, draw 2 wild cards. So y'all added more wild cards to the wild card deck. I love it. Oh, not gonna go there. Can't read that. Sorry. Well, it's the fastest Uno game we've played in Vermont.
Yeah, see, I can't trust none of them. I ain't gonna trust none of them. Because here's what I know. Because if you gave us that same deck, put about 5 or 6 of us in a room, we going in.
Oh, if you leave any game in front of a group of Black people around the same age, like there's no need to like go at it with like mittens on or anything. Like you don't got to be soft touch or anything. I think if you leave about 15 minutes, come back, you'll hear people like, bang, bang, that's it, done. You out.
The minute somebody takes, they got a handful of 12, 15 cards because they got hit with like 4 draw 4s. And they got to swap cards with somebody with 2 or 3 cards. We know how this ends.
You know that, look, I'm going to narrate. I'm going to voice over this because I played enough Uno to know what this is. You're sitting there. You're playing the game. You're thinking you're having a good run. And then the person next to you gives you the look. It's going down. They're tossing out 2 draw 4s. Bang, bang. It hits you in your soul. Draw 8 cards. You were down to 2. You were hopeful. Now you got.
Now you sitting on 10.
As you're counting them out, the game is keeping on going. And it goes around again. And the person across from you this time looks at you and says, sorry to do this to you. Bang, 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 bang. Hit you with 3 more draw 4s. You're at draw 12 in a skip. God damn, it hurts. Right? But then you start looking through your cards, you breathe, you're breathing through it. You look at those
well,
cards,
you gotta get organized because the game is still going and you still
and you go like this, and you then lined it up with colors and numbers. You're like, oh, I'm about to get somebody today, right? And that's when it happens. You're like, oh, I got a bunch of draws, wilds. I know what's in your hand. And that's when it happens. You turn into the bad guy for the evening.
Have you played Uno with your child yet?
We tried. Cooper got frustrated.
There's nothing more fun because see, it happens in every household. You have the older child, and he's a butt, and he doesn't know that all right, kind of taking it easy, letting you win, and he think, oh, I'm going in, I'm good at this game, and now he starts to talk trash, and you're like, okay,
rack him up again. Oh, we playing planes and trains, Chicago rules, ups and downs, Uno on a Uno out, and Uno's all wild. Y'all ready? And your son's like, what? Okay. You can't
you go and you hit him with that first run, and it's bang,
bang, bang, bang, bang, bang, bang, bang, bang, bang, bang, bang. Uno out. He's like, what just happened? You lost. That's what happened.
Okay, so we hadn't played Xavier and Uno in a while. He got really good at it for a minute. But when he first, he got so arrogant about being good at it. And it was like, finally, I was like, you know what? I'm playing for real. And it was like, and Candace will tell you, it just, I think we stopped playing together because I just got tired of, he's uber big trash talker. But when you hit him with 2 or 3 draw 4s,
right.
So anyway, I ain't got no more.
Bruh.
We don't play like we used to.
I'm telling you, bro. I love that feeling of just shutting anybody up in the game. Yep. It's like, oh no, I was playing by your rules. Let's play by my rules now. No, I will tell you, this probably lines for most people that know me. My favorite board game that I'm absolutely horrible, morally with, is Monopoly. I strip people down to bankruptcy and then kick them out on the street, and
I don't have the patience for that game anymore. We played it a good bit when we were younger, when I had when I was with my parents. I don't think we played one time with Xavier yet. Ain't nobody sitting still that long.
I love it. I cut side deals all the time. I'll be like, oh, you got Boardwalk. Yeah. Well, I got Baccarat. Let's work out a deal. What you got? 2 houses? Hey, get some houses. And I'll own a whole side of the board. Be like, come on home.
Yeah, if you own one whole side of the board, you bankrupted people. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry to change the subject on you real quick. You know what I didn't ask you about last week?
What?
How you felt about the Usher and Kiki song?
I haven't watched it. I have not watched it.
You got homework.
Is it a crazy video?
No, it's a good video. Real good video. I really wanted to talk to you from the perspective of them being King Petty around of them doing the video with all that was going on with her boyfriend. But
now, do you think it was actually promo though?
What? The shit with her boyfriend? I think they back together or something.
Probably was promo. Marketing. Are we gonna make this a thing? Usher also has been playing this new song that he's got with Summer Walker and 21 Savage. And I'm like, Usher, ain't you about 45, 50? You got to be 45, 50 now. Ain't you a little old to be doing this? But,
Hey, the song was fire, right? Very old Usher, kind of good song, right? Not, very reminiscent of Candace and I talked about it, it did a really good job of reminding you how deep Usher's catalog was, because it's like, yeah, that dude is real.
But
Usher is him.
I think part of it is like I'm looking at what Candace and Keisha were just saying in the comments. And I think now, having managed some of these little like crises for like brands, you're like, there's way more knowledge internally
I would
about
agree.
what's going on. And it's like, yeah, you're this is all managed. This is all manicured. This is all for a reason, you know. So I don't know. I don't know. Usher was hanging out at the skating rink a lot, which was good for the fans. I think that was authentic engagement, right? Now, maybe he's got it. He's got that Vegas residence. He's trying to get money out.
Are you going? Have y'all been?
Nope.
Candace wants to go. She brings it up every now and I'm like, all right. I think it's over in December though, isn't it?
I'm. If it is, I ain't going to Vegas in December. Hey, are you hearing what's going on out there in the desert with Burning Man and all them people trapped?
No, hold on.
That would be my villain of the week. The people that plan Burning Man this year that told other people conserve water, and I hope to see you on the other side. All the people stuck out there. It's a travesty.
I don't think. All right. Well, since you brought it up, here we go. Let's just
What?
go.
You showing the video?
No. I was gonna let's just jump over to heroes and villains.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I don't. You know. So you brought it up. So your villain of the week is gonna be that. Tell me more.
So yeah, Burning Man happened. Remote place out in the desert. Never gets rain this year. This year got a lot of rain. Yep. Everybody's got thousands, hundreds, probably hundreds, tens of thousands of people are stuck out in the desert right now. My heart goes out to them. My villain is the people that plan this. How do you not have a backup plan for how this should work? Right? Other than conserve water, be careful around the porta potties, hope to see you on the other side. That's horrible. That's
rough.
Ridiculous. So hero of the week. I got to shout out my wife. I didn't get a chance to shout her out last week. It was Danielle's birthday. 39 looked good on a girl. She out here balling, doing her thing.
Big 3'9"?
A 3'9" out there. You know what I'm saying? Gotta respect it. So Danielle is my hero of the week. So
boom. Happy birthday, Danielle. I know I sent you the text on your birthday, but obviously on the show, got to give you the big shout out. So we, always love and appreciate you. So happy birthday.
Who you got? Who's your hero villain?
I think, man, my hero. I got no villains this week. No villains this week. Just a couple of heroes. Okay. I think my hero this week, one of them is just the community that is this neighborhood. Just really felt, this weekend was a good weekend, man. Like, I think I felt all the vibes about the reasons why we moved here. I felt them today or this weekend. So, just really felt like a good spot. Like, I got to see my oldest, he done found him a little crew of people to hang out with at the pool. My youngest was running around with another little crew, a little kids his age. So it was like, damn, this is it, right? The adults were cool, right? So I was like, yep, this is it, man. We got the right spot, right community. Who knows what happens from here on out. And then my other hero are just really like, I was gonna say, I don't know how to make this sound regular. That's not bad. It's all good. But like I loved watching the players who transferred from Jackson State all over the country. Like when Deion left, he took some players to Jackson State to Colorado with him. But but a lot of players also transferred to other players. We had a player transfer to Georgia Tech, so a lot of players transferred to elsewhere. And those players have done well this at least this first week of football. So like they, just all of that just makes me feel good because those players made money. Like
Right.
The unfortunate side of the way this sport works is, we would want to believe that, if you have talent, they're going to find you anywhere. That's not always the case.
Right.
And so, unfortunately, they had to transfer from an HBCU, but in doing so, they bet on themselves. And most of them, based on the way that they played, at least in 1 week, are all going to get drafted at relatively decently. So kudos to them. And then I don't want Jackson State, and HBCU football to get lost in the sauce. Jackson State won this weekend too.
Right, they won with their new coach.
Yep, they won and they won big with their new coach. So, man,
good win for the program.
Keep it all relative. Keep it all in a little bit of perspective, right? Like, football is football, but it was good to watch the players that play it excel and do well.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All good, all around, man. I think there's a part of everyone that wondered if this was going to be a bit of a train wreck, but it turned out well. And it's turning out well for many people. So that energy stays the same throughout.
Yeah, and that's what my sincere hope is, right? Because the reality of all these sports is there is the other side, right? What happens in Colorado when you rattle off 2 or 3 straight losses? How quick does ESPN turn on because how folk do, man. When it's a black dude that's got a big voice and he loud, it makes it real easy for people to turn on them real quick. So hopefully, again, things work out well for everybody involved, and Deion continues to succeed. Because if he does, he is not at Colorado long.
Right. I don't know where he could go, but
if he wins at Colorado, he'll get a big time job.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Colorado's a big enough school that if he's remotely successful, we'll say over 500, he'll get a big time job. He'll get one in a power conference.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. So
more power to him, man.
Yeah, keep going, bro. Keep climbing.
Yeah. Hey, like Delta, keep climbing.
Hey, man, that's all I got, man.
Hey, good show, man. We ended right on a little bit over time, but not that much for us.
Right on time. We're all good. Right on time.
We're great. So, awesome, man. Glad to be back. Glad to have a great show.
Yep.
Great just conversing with our community.
So, hey, bro, I'm Jeff.
I'm Kerry. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out, man.